Hi, I am Vincent. Welcome to today's English language lesson. We are looking at some common mistakes in the English language. Pay attention, and by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use all the words we are going to look at in this particular lesson. You will be able to use these words correctly. We'll be looking at them in pairs. Some words sound similar, and their spelling sometimes are also very similar, and that's the reason some users do not use them correctly. We are looking at the words in pairs, and the first pair of words we are looking at, we have assess and access. When we say assess, it actually means to evaluate, to appraise something, to analyze something. That's the meaning of to assess, A-S-S-E-S-S. We have an example. The teacher will assess the student's understanding of the material through series of exams and assignments. So what teachers do when they give assignments or examinations to their students is that they are assessing them. Then access, on the other hand, refers to the ability or the right to enter, approach, obtain, or make use of something. The library provides access to a vast collection of books and online resources for its members. That means that the members of the library have the rights, they have the ability to these collections of books. So we have access and access. Let's see more relevant examples that will help us understand this better. Note on the left side of the screen is the incorrect usage, and on the right is the correct usage. And so we have on the left the words that are used in the wrong context or incorrectly are underlined in red, while the correct ones are on the right, which is in green. I have access to my dad's car, and so it's incorrect to say I have access to my dad's car. Of course, you can assess your dad's car. That would mean you are evaluating, but you don't have access to it, but you have access to it. Maybe you have the right to use it because it's your dad's car. So you say, I have access to my dad's car. Could you kindly grant me access to your data? Asking for permission to use someone's data. And so you say, could you kindly grant me access to your data? It's incorrect to say access to your data, but you can access data. Next sentence, every teacher must assess his or her students' understanding, similar to the example we saw earlier. So teachers, as I said earlier, assess their students. The last one, we need to assess whether or not the system is working. Means there is a system in place, and we need to evaluate the system to know whether or not this particular system is working. The next pair of words we have here, we have impact and impart. Impact simply means to effect. Okay, it's about the effects, the influence, or the consequence that something has on someone or something else. So basically, impact refers to what? The effects or the consequence. Okay, so the new environmental policies have a significant impact on reducing carbon emissions. Then impart means to transmit, convey, or share information. We have knowledge and others. So impact is about the effect or the consequence, whereas impart actually means to transmit, to instill. And the example for impart is the teacher sought to impart her passion for literature to her students through engaging discussions and reading assignments. Let's look at examples. Before that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button as we proceed in this lesson. The correct usage for impact. The impact of COVID-19 on our economy is real. So we are talking about the effects, the consequence of COVID-19. Then the teacher's aim is to impart knowledge, skills, and attitudes. So we are talking about the teacher instilling knowledge, skills, and attitudes onto his or her learners. We look at these words. We have boost and boost. Boost and boost. To boost means to increase, to improve, or enhance. Basically, that's what it means to boost. The new marketing campaign helped boost sales for the company. The new marketing campaign helped boost sales for the company. So to boost here will mean that there was an increment in terms of sales. Then we'll talk of to boast. It's about when someone proudly or excessively talks about his or her achievements. Then we'll say the person is boasting. Okay, so he would often boast about his academic achievements to his friends. So someone often proudly speaks about his or her his academic achievements, then we can say the person is boasting. Alright, so more examples on that. The government's action will boost the economy. It means it's going to bring about an increment, like to enhance the economy. It's going to enhance the economy. That's a positive effect of it. Then this medicine will boost your immune system. It's going to enhance the immune system of the individual when he or she takes this medicine. So this medicine will boost, not will boast. Medicine cannot boast, but it can boost one's immune system. Now, third sentence, he is not just making an ideal boast when he says he is the richest in town. So if I should say I am the richest in town, I am not just making an ideal boast. Why? Because I am really the richest in town, something like that. So when someone says he's the richest in town, the person is not boosting, the person is boasting. B-O-A-S-T-I-N-G, from the word boast. Then in our last sentence, we have the museum's proudest boast is its collection of rare gems. So here we are talking about a museum. We are saying that a museum's boast is based on the collection, based on its collection. So it is not a boost from the museum, it is a boast from or by this particular museum. Alright, I trust that you have learned how to use these words correctly. I've advised that if you are a student especially, try to write more examples that would help you to understand this even much better. Thank you so much for joining me in this particular lesson. Hope to see you in our next video. Bye.